Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can set up a long-term investing account, the time frames to look at, how much money you should be putting into each one, and examples for people with $10,000, $1,000, and even for the smaller guy only with $100 to start. I'll also talk about risk tolerance for each and the reward behind each one, whether it's per year, per week, and per day. So let's get started. If this is your first time watching, my name's Johnny Trades, and all that I ask is that you smash that like button for me and consider subscribing to the channel if you like content like this. I like to trade stocks, and this is exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, long-term account setup right here is very simple, and actually created a document that you can use as well if you want to download this. So um, to start off, 60% of your trading account or long-term account should be in foundation should be the foundation of your long-term account. So 60% of say 10,000 would be $6,000. If you're starting with $1,000, $600 should be allocated to your foundation. Now the time frame for these companies would be 3 to 10 years. You could even go a little longer if you want to, 10 to 20 years. But we're looking at ETFs like VTI, VOO, SCHD, QQQ, stuff like that. Now, there is very low risk because basically all of these ETFs track the overall market, and reward between each one could be an average of around 5 to 8%. Some can go up 10%, 20% per year, and some can even go down a little bit and be negative on certain years compared to others. Now, 20% of your overall long-term account should be in individual stocks. Now the time frame for that would be around 1 to 5 years, maybe more, maybe less, but 20% of 10,000 would be $2,000. On $1,000 account would be about $200, and in $100 example of an account would be about $20. Now we're looking at companies like Meta, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, individual stocks that have really good business models behind it and revenue. Now, this can be low risk to high risk depending on which company you choose, but your reward could be anywhere from 10% to even 100 or 200% per year, which is just fantastic. Now, the third one would be swing trading. As you know, I started my journey in trading when I simply put money into an account and bought companies that paid dividends. Dividends are a great way to make money monthly or quarterly by holding a company long term. Some of those companies that I mentioned before, like SCHD, do pay a dividend, and even some companies that are individual stocks will even pay a dividend. Now, with that said, I'm more of a day trader now and somewhat of a swing trader, and I still hold a long-term account for my foundation. Now, going back into the charts, you can see a 10% swing trade, or 10% of your account should be allocated to swing trades. We're talking from, a single day to a couple days to even a week to maybe even 3 weeks or maybe even a month. Now, some companies you can swing trade would be TQQQ, BRKB, Costco, Visa, Walmart, or other companies that you find would be a good potential swing trade or something that you would buy low and sell high in a specific time frame. Now, 10% of a $10,000 account would be about $1,000. On a $1,000 account, it'd be $100. And on a $100 account, you're only looking at about $10. So that's why it's better if you the little bit more money you have, the more you can put in and allocate to each one of these different categories. Now, the risk factor for swing trades can be medium to high because we are holding it for a short amount of time, buying low and hoping it goes up to a higher level. But sometimes swing trades can actually go lower and you can actually lose some money. You can lose money on any type of investment. Rewards, you're looking at 5 to 50% per week doing this correctly, which is pretty fantastic. Now, day trades would be the final category of active type investing. We're looking at a 5 minute time frame to 5 hours, but you wouldn't hold any longer than that one single day. I myself like to day trade more than any other type of category on this list. Now, 5% of 10,000, you're looking at about 500 bucks to make this setup work. Now, you can obviously day trade with more, you could day trade with less, but just for this example, I put $500. Now, with $1,000 example, you'd only want to use about 50 bucks, and with the $100 example, you'd probably only want to use about $5. And day trading with $5 isn't very much, and that actually could be more difficult than trading with 50 or 500 bucks. But nonetheless, for this example, that's what the numbers would show. Now, some companies would be TQQQ again, Lucid, Snap, AMD, Mara, or any other companies that you see value in, buying at a support level at a low, selling at a resistance level at a high. Now, the risk on this could be very high because if you're new to trading, it could be very hard for you to identify certain patterns, whether the pattern is going up or down, or if you even bought at a good enough entry at that particular time. Now, the reward amazingly could be from a 2% a day, even 100% in a single day, which would be fantastic, right? Now, last but not least, your cash reserve should always be about 5%. You should always have a little bit of money in cash that you don't touch or use in case there are opportunities in the market that come up. On that would be again $500 example. On 1,000 it would be $50, and on 100 it would be $5. That's if there's ever a pullback. If there's a new stock that comes out at IPOs, you can get in with 5% of your account size. If there's a significant pullback on one of your individual stocks that you're holding or one of your swing trades, you can actually put that 5% in and get that lower priced or dollar cost average down. Now, this is a really easy example. You can fine tune it and kind of adjust it however you are to your particular liking. You could have a 50% foundation. You could put 50% in individual stocks. You could simply use 50% for foundation and 50% for day trading or swing trading. But I hope this was just a cool little guide, something that you can use in your investing journey to help you to get a little bit more excited and become a little bit more profitable with your long-term account. So all that I ask, guys, is that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and you guys have a great rest of your day.